Hello everybody. Earlier today I was on a service call and found the furnace bad. So I went and picked up a new 80% 45,000 two-stage gas furnace. It's an Amana. And this Amana comes with a 10-year parts warranty and a lifetime heat exchanger. These little tubes right here is the heat exchanger, and if they should ever fail, you get a new heat exchanger. Once again, it comes with 10-year parts and a lifetime heat exchanger warranty. I wasn't able to put the furnace in today. I brought it home so I could just prep it, meaning cut the holes, seal it up. The new furnace is 36 inches tall. Actually, it's 36 and a half. And the old furnace is 46 inches tall. The homeowner's not going to change the air conditioner or the evaporator coil. So what I'm going to have to do is leave the evaporator coil where it's at and build a 10-inch transition because of the difference in height. This furnace, the one that came out of it, is like 10 and a half inches wide. This furnace is 14. Well, the kicker is the evaporator coil is 17 inches wide. So I have to build a 10-inch transition by 17 at the top and 10 or 14 at the bottom. We're going to make a centerline transition, and of course I'm going to cut the filter rack in the side. Down at the bottom here is this bottom plate. I don't know if you can see this gap here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape that up, and then on the inside I'm going to pull the blower and seal that gap up, or that crack, with mastic, and then put the blower back in. If you're going to put a filter in it and this the bottom plate doesn't get sealed up, what's the use in putting a filter in it? But you'll see when it's all sealed up what I'm talking about. Okay, here I am. I'm getting my metal laid out for the transition. I know that the evaporator coil is 17 inches wide, and I also know the furnace is 14 inches wide. I need 10 and a half inches in between the furnace and the evaporator, so what I did is I measured 12 and a half inches. That enables me to bend this 1-inch lip down, and either, when I get it ready to go, either bend this at a 90-degree angle or screw it down to the furnace. This 1-inch flange right there is going to be, I'm going to turn it at a 90. And I've got a 90 over here, a flange over here where I'm going to turn it to a 90, and that'll slide the side pieces on with the help of a piece of S-lock. I'll show you the S-lock later, but I'm going to get this piece cut out, get it cross broke, and then start working on the sides. Alright, now I've got my left and right side laid out. If you notice on the ends, there are no flanges. Right there, there's no flange. Right there, there's no flange. Here's the other side, there's no flange. And the same thing with that side. Notice those are flat. Well, this is going to be the back side, and it's going to slide into the S-lock, which is going to slide in the back piece I made a while ago. Same thing, that's going to slide into the back. This top, I'm going to fold it down at a 90. Same thing with this side over here. And the bottom, that's going to attach to the side of the furnace, or if I decide when I get to the job, I may fold that over, just depending on the height. Same thing over there. Alright, so I've got the the back and the two sides of my transition all installed. You notice there's everything I make is cross broke, and that's just for when the unit comes on. I don't want it to do what I call tin cannon. And right now, what I've done is I folded the edges over, put a screw onto the top of the furnace. Now that may change tomorrow when we get to the job. I may have to raise or lower, and if I do, all I got to do is just take the screws out, unfold it, and then screw it to the side of the furnace. When I get done building the transition, I'll show you how I made the cross brakes. And there is the S-lock that holds them together. And I don't have any screws in it yet, but I will once everything's installed over at the job site. This is just, like I said, I'm just prepping the furnace for tomorrow. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and since I do spend a little extra time putting these things in, I don't want to be over there for a long time. But that's the back and the two sides. Pair of snips and just some measurements is all you need. And all I do on the cross break it is, find a little piece of metal here, is I just take a piece of metal and I lay it across the corner, and what I do is I take my hand and I don't bend it with my hand. I just kind of pop it like this, like that, and it makes a crease. And like I said before, the more creases you have in your transitions, the better off, because there'll be no noise that way. And when we get to the job, what I'll do is I'll just screw, there's a front flange there, I'll just screw this piece of metal to there, and that way if anybody ever needs to get inside there, they just have to, there'll be a screw here, screw there, screw there, a couple screws across the front. They take those out, that piece will slide right out, and then if they really need to, they can reach inside there and take the screws out from inside. But like I said, it's really simple to do. Now that I'm done with this, what I'm going to do is cut the hole in the side. Now, let's see. I'm going to cut the hole in the side for the filter rack.